Well, hi everybody, this is Dad. Welcome to Hey Dad, my reaction channel. Tonight I'm going to be watching End of the World with Tom MacDonald featuring John Rich. And let's give it a listen. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Please consider and hit a like, leave me a comment, they do help me, and hit that notification bell. Let's give it a listen. End of the World, here we go.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide.
The revolution won't be televised. That's a famous reference. I forget who said that, but that's a nod to the modern age, that the revolutions may be televised. We're in the television age. Here we go.
Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is...
Yeah, there's a lot there. Viruses, farms, droughts, war, dropping bombs, nuclear bombs. We do seem to be on the verge of a war, coming out of a virus. Bank issues. It can get to feel like all those things are adding up together if you're a news watcher, which I am.
Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven.
Talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Got to stay tuned in. That's what prayer does. Keeps that distance short. I like that visual on that TV there. Looks like Mars attacks. Looks like War of the Worlds.
This is biblical, I swear it's in the Bible. We keep killing one another and we dying for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every man, woman, and child.
It's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest.
If it's the end of the world, I'll do my best to do better next time. Hey, John Rich, that guy's great. Big fan. Big fan of both Big and Rich and John Rich as a solo artist. Man tells its truth, tells it straight, as does Tom. We got their spaceships and helicopters in the desert. You know, if you're a news watcher like me, sometimes it's easy to get in what they call prepper mode, where you're thinking about these things and they weigh on you, and you're preparing for hard times. And these are times when it seems like you need to do that. If it's the end of the world, I'll know that I lived my life to the fullest. You know, when you get to my age, you need to have that certainty that you've tried, you've lived it to the fullest. It's easy to have regrets, and I do. I have regrets. But, you know, I've lived and done more than I thought I would when I was a child. And maybe I've done less than I was capable of doing. But I didn't know how to do it different. So I've lived it to the fullest. Blessings and challenges, adventures, heartache, all of that. Lived it to the fullest. John, you're talking to me.
We stood on top of mountains, we've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses, we dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping, we fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People People playing God, call it genetic engineering. The media misleading us and evil's interfering, while the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime, but everyone's woke. They told us chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or lead rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
Well, two things are true there. Two things are separate there. The end is coming, and we're going to have to face the afterlife. Well, we're certainly going to have to face the afterlife. If you're a Christian, have a cross on your wall. You know, you believe that we're going to face the afterlife, certainly. Is this the end of the world? Seems like it, 24/7 on the TV. But you know what? I talk to my sons, and we talk about the news, we talk about the book of Revelation, talk about end times. And what I tell them is, it's easy to think that, as every generation has probably thought that. If Armageddon is true, if it's the end of the world, what's the chance that that's going to happen in my little 70-year sliver of lifetime in the time scale on Earth? Pretty low chance that Armageddon's going to happen in my little 70-year sliver of time on Earth. So I tell myself that when it gets to seem like things are adding up. And believe me, I talk about these topics on social media, but keep a light heart about it. Know that we did our best, whatever happens. There's a lot of bars going by there. There's a lot of both rap and country lyrics. Rap from Tom, country from John. I could comment on each line. The funniest thing I heard him say there, you know, not only did we put a man on the moon, he said we put our dogs in houses. That's an advanced civilization, right? It's so prosperous that we can build houses for our dogs. We did it all, didn't we? If it's the end of the world, we sure tried.
End of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I
Signs.
live my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest.
I love that tinfoil hat, and honestly, I've been accused in my life of wearing a tinfoil hat. That just means I'm informed. That means I'm informed. My conspiracy theories are truth that you're going to know 6 months to a year from now. I already know. But love that tinfoil hat. Hey, this is talent. I like them, these two voices together.
We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs in houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do? It's the end of the world.
What did we do it for? That's a great question to ask when you're at the end of the life. What did we do it for? We did all these achievements. You can ask that personally in your life. You can ask it as a country. You can ask it as a species. What did we do it for? Well, we did it because that's what we do each day. We do a day's worth of action. We move forward, maybe with a plan, maybe not. And we accomplish things. And he's listing all the things that we've accomplished. We stood on tops of mountains. I've done that. Low mountains. We've been in space. I haven't done that. I have been in the military. All of those accomplishments that John's listing, matched against all the frightening things that Tom's listing, those go together. And they cause you to ask, what do we do this for if we're gonna bring it all down? Let's don't bring it all down. Great song.
As we know it, it's
Yeah.
awful that it's over. While we look down at our phones, they'll drop a bomb from a drone, then an explosion. We should have known it.
Hey, that's serious stuff right there. While we look down at our phones, they drop a bomb from a drone. That happened this week. Americans were killed overseas this week by drone attacks. Americans in Syria were killed this week by drone attacks from a foreign adversary. Did that happen 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago? No, that's a sign of our time. This is a serious song with some humor. Throwing rocks at those spaceships. That's pretty good. I'm listening to the song. I'm watching the video. Two different things. The lyrics. Sometimes the video goes with the song. Sometimes not exactly. I get it. But I'm listening. I listen more than I watch.
We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
So that's a four-way collaboration there. That's talented music from Tom MacDonald and John Rich, and video production there by Nova Rockefeller and Jared Potter. That's a four-way collaboration. I like these collaborations. And what talent all the way around, both the video production, but of course the song. Serious song with some humor, but with talent. Is this the end of the world? Does what's on the news cycle every day cause you anxiety? If you tune in, if you watch it, does it cause you anxiety? It could. It does me. You have to keep grounded. You have to keep it in perspective. You have to keep a longer timeline in mind than the 24-hour news cycle. Having this cross on the wall helps me keep at least a 2,000-year time cycle in there. And you keep a longer view of history than the 24-hour news cycle, and it's able to help you bring it down, bring down the anxiety. What's the chance that things are going to kick off in my little slice of life on Earth? So, if you're younger, you can reflect on this song and think, what do I have to do and plan and do and accomplish in my life that when I get to the end of my life, I'll say, if it all ends, I lived a full life. If you're older and you think back on that time, maybe with some regrets, maybe with some joy and accomplishments and blessings, and both regrets and blessings. So that's what it's all about, right? You want to get to the end of your life and say, I've lived a full life. If you're a Christian, you want to get to your life, into life and say, well done, good and faithful servant. And great song. That is easily listenable in my car. That is a playlist song right there. My version of playlist is what I listen to in my car. Of course I would. Talent. Double talent in the music, double talent in the production. I'm glad I watched that tonight. I'm probably going to listen back to it again to catch every element of all the bars. We build houses for our dogs. That's how advanced we are. Went to space, but we built a house for our dog. I love that line. I love that mix of country guitar, and I love the rap together. Good blend, good collaboration, good duet, good video production. Worth my time tonight. Hey, if you're needing a dad hug tonight, I care about you. Dad hug from me to you. Live a good week, so at the end of this next week you'll think, if at the end of the world, I'll have lived a full life, at least for this week. Blessings to you. This is Dad out. Hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Does this stuff cause you anxiety, or do you have peace in your life? Peace and blessings to you. Dad out.